some of the effects of these increases in taxes and how I see them as they apply to my profession. And for myself as a property owner in Terrace, I own a house that I live in. I own a house that I rent out, and I own a small duplex that I rent out. And I have all my neighbors as well that own their houses and people who are moving to our community. I've kind of tried to balance the effect on all of those people with this kind of a tax increase. Well, we're already, out of those comparable communities, we're currently the highest tax value. We're paying the highest tax rate for a comparable house, or what appears to be a comparable house, and that's only going to become more expensive with the proposed tax increases. And I see an increase in tax rate at this level. It's going to create hardship amongst the community that has weathered several years of bad economic times. The new jobs hoped for through the results of increased mineral exploration have been stalled, and I want to be very important that we note the word stalled, because they're not gone, but they're delayed, probably by at least 2 years before we see any real recovery in some of the exploration. And those have been stalled by the global economic slowdown. On top of this, our only surviving large industrial employer, West Fraser Sawmills, has closed its operation indefinitely. Those who have been working away in the forest industry, that is local loggers, which I used to be, and I used to have to go and work away a lot. They're in the interior, they're facing large-scale layoffs, and those are people who live here but are employed elsewhere. And the oil exploration industry is slowing as well, causing uncertainty for those living here who work in places like Fort McMurray and Grand Prairie. As always, the people of Terrace have weathered these times with strength and dignity, pulling together and even winning hockey goal in the midst of all this. We have a new mayor and 3 new city councilors, and make no mistake about it. I'm here for the same purpose that you all are. I'm here to support you and to work towards having a great community. And I'll support you all through thick and thin. I'm a Terracite through and through. That does not mean I will agree with you on all points. My good friend Bruce Martindale can vouch for me on this. Bruce and I are great friends, and we've had some great disagreements throughout our friendship, and we're both passionate about whatever we do. And these disagreements don't make us weaker or harm us, they make us stronger. I cannot, however, support tax increases of this magnitude. I've heard from more than one councillor, because I've talked to a few, that I should have attended the public forum where capital expenditure and tax increases were discussed. I did attend the first budget meeting where the proposed increases of 3% in 2009 and 2% in 2010 were discussed. Had the forum been advertised as opportunity to discuss proposed capital expenditures that will result in an increase of 13% in your property taxes over the next 2 years, I assure you it would have caught my attention and the attention of many others. I have, in my profession, the opportunity to greet newcomers to Terrace before most of you. And yes, contrary to comments made by a local chamber member, the only article I remember being done on Terrace by the Western Investor, we have people moving here. People who are coming on government transfers, yes, but also young professional people who are choosing to come to our area because they believe they can build a life for themselves here. Young engineers, biologists, environmental consultants, people who could set up shop almost anywhere are choosing Terrace because they are discovering what I and you have always known, that Terrace is the best place to live in the world. They are coming here for recreational opportunities, the natural beauty, and the affordability. We cannot compete with the Lower Mainland or the Okanagan on shopping and services or entertainment. We can offer something far better, a great place to live and raise a family, a safe environment where they can afford a house and to ski and play sports. Something they can't do in those other areas. One thing all of them, and yes, I mean all of them, comment on is how our taxes are already high, very high compared to where they come from. I cannot remember any of them saying, I can't believe the block from Thomas to Marshall is still on septic, or man, the block from Caleb to Sparks should be repaved or I'm not moving here. They are coming here for lifestyle and opportunity. Fishing and hiking, skiing, biking, and hiking unparalleled anywhere. They couldn't care less about sidewalks. They want careers and a future. We will soon reach a tipping point, however, where our affordability to them erodes our values to them. Yes, the people of Terrace voted for change in the last municipal election, but they did not mandate change at all costs. We have all heard that the last council made mistakes. We all know the new arena cost a lot. We all love our parks and Millennium Trail. We all know that there were costs to these things that have brought, and that they have brought value to our community beyond cost. We all know about the co-op property and the error of judgment there, but let's remember that the decision to buy that was supported by many people at the time, people who wanted change, people who wanted our council to take action, people who, for the most part, pointed the finger later and said, I can't believe you did that. Yes, we need a progressive council that will make tough decisions. I don't know all the information that went into these decisions, but I do know the cost to me and to other property owners. We can measure that. I'm not sure I see the value here for me or for my neighbors. And that's my presentation. I would welcome a question.
Thank you, Rick. Appreciate your time coming out. Questions for Mr. McDaniels? We will be bringing this back up on your correspondence, Rick. So you're welcome to stay.
Sure.
Thank you.